Welcome back to AskAPop. Today we're talking about a picture. It's worth 1,000 words. We were hanging up a collage of my mother-in-law Joe's yesterday in the living room, and Tony had created it as a going away celebration to her church, to the church in New Jerusalem for her. And it was over a decade ago, and us Southern men, we may take a little while to get around to it, even if we pass those things out, but we do eventually get around to it. The thing has pride of place in our living room, and even before we got it up for months now, little bit's been going over to it and pointing out and recognizing Grandma Joe, which, after all, that's the point of these things. We have a couple more of those collages. They're in our hallway, and it's got family members of mine that are up there that had already warmly celebrated Joe's arrival into the church eternal. And every now and again, we'll hoist a little bit up, and he'll start pointing out faces of people that he recognizes because we've told the stories. It's both heartwarming and kind of heartbreaking to know that the only time he'll see him is on the other side of heaven, and knowing them only because of us. That got me thinking about the trip we took to the Holy Land in 2019, and the one that we took to the Holy City in 2005. And all the churches that we've been to ever since, and in between then. They don't call them collages, but there's so many churches and cathedrals and basilicas that are filled with beautiful works of art, paintings, sculptures, just beautiful pieces. And they portray scenes of the Bible and people of the Bible. And while they're beautiful, they portray the early scenes, they portray all these scenes, but the thing is, in studying faith, found out that many of the early Christians, and unfortunately some of them even today, still couldn't read or write. So the roughly 85,000 words that make up the Gospels of Jesus Christ and the 800,000 words that make up the Bible need to be shown by pictures and then told by the loving Christians that are trusted, to pass on those what those pictures mean. So if each picture truly means 1,000 words, even a motor mouth like me would need a collage the size of a movie screen to get the job done. Does anybody happen to know Michelangelo's number, by the way? The Bible verses today are Deuteronomy 6 and 1 Corinthians 11:23-26. And as far as questions go, if you're making a collage of your life, what would it look like? How about a collage of your faith journey? God bless you. Have a great day.